feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hello Gemini, this is a timeless reading for you, starting with the card wrong, followed by fire, vacillation, right, open, joy, growth, and mouse or small. With the wrong on the fire card and the vacillation card, all these cards next to each other, there's something about a decision, like you're fearing to make a wrong decision. Like really, like this is intense fear, this is worse than just worrying. Like you're going through the worst case scenarios, what would happen if you would make the wrong decision? You know, what would happen if you did something like that? You know what would happen. And then the fire card next to it, nah, this is not good. I'm not saying that the decision that you will make is not good. Like this could be a small thing. It could, for some people of you, even be something like buying something that you want, but you might be afraid it will be a little bit too expensive and then something terrible will happen. Like maybe you will not be satisfied or you will lose this thing, whatever it is you want to buy. Okay, if you're not satisfied, I think you can send it back and get your money back. But if you overextend this period where you can send it back, then, you know, then you have to keep it. And what if you lose it or someone steals it and then all this money is gone? Like, this is just an example. It could also be about a marriage or something. There is some kind of risk that you are fearing. Like you really fear the worst possible things here that could happen if you make the wrong decision. Now, for some of you, now not for everyone, so don't get me wrong, like you never know who's watching these kind of readings. Like if someone is considering something really terrible that is truly a wrong decision, this reading is not for you. But the people for whom this reading is meant, like I feel like you will figure out something will not, like this is the right decision, and these super terrible things that you are expecting or fearing to happen if you make this decision, they will not happen. And even if this decision will not lead to the most perfect result, even if there is something that is not so perfect about it, you will survive it. Like it's not this kind of reaction that will happen. This is not a consequence of your decision, like, you know, putting a screwdriver into the power box and then this huge explosion and you will be burned alive. And I don't know, you know, all these horror scenarios, like it's not gonna happen. Maybe it's not perfect, but it will not like destroy you and kill you and then trap you in hell forever. Because that's what this combination here feels like. This could be the worst fear. Now, let me look not like in this direction, but go through the pairs like this way. Below the wrong card, we have open, and the open card, the way I drew it, it has this, there's something romantic here. So for some of you, this is not about purchasing something that might be too expensive for you. You know, for some people, buying a Jaguar is too expensive. And for other people, you know, who don't earn a lot of money, like buying a mobile phone for $800 or euros is too expensive, you know. Whatever expensive means to you. It could also be that you're considering to buy something like that for your partner. For others, there is nothing material here in this reading. This is literally about a relationship. Like, it might be risky for you to open up to someone, and if it's not a romantic situation, then it's a friendship. Could even be, in rare cases, a business partnership where you feel like, oh my God, if I sign this contract, there's a huge risk and I will burn in hell forever. I don't know. There's just so much worst case scenario creating in your head attached to this situation. And there is something about being open and vulnerable here that you are really scared of. And the fire part here, like fearing this huge explosion, actually it could end up, now be careful, this reading is not for everyone in every situation, but like if you're considering to kill someone, this reading is not for you. This is not the decision it is about. Or I don't know, if you earn like $2,000 per month and you are considering to lease a Jaguar, this reading is not for you. Like whatever this decision is about, it is still in your budget and it is still possible for you. This is nothing entirely impossible, but you imagine it to be something impossible. With the joy card here, you are fearing this horror fire to spark, making the wrong decision. But you might end up experiencing explosions of joy if you make this decision. And I feel, even though we don't have the trauma card here, I have a trauma card in my deck, but it's not showing up. But anyway, I feel like there is some connection to a childhood trauma. There is some connection to what you were taught about being dutiful, being humble, being reasonable, logical. Something in that direction is what causes you to fear making this decision. But the opposite might be the result if you make this decision. Let's just look at the second row here. We have growth as well. So whatever it is, if you buy something, it might even be possible that you will achieve some really good results. It might be a great foundation having this object that you purchase. And on this foundation, you might be able to build a lot of great things. If this is a relationship, growth might as well be the result of it. With the mouse and small, I'm getting a very positive vibe from this card, actually. Like I feel this is not regarding like this is just a small growth that you will experience here. No, the mouse card refers more to the problem that you're creating in your mind. The mouse could also represent a person. This could be a stranger, or this could be a person that you know. Someone in your life might give you a small sign. They might not even know that you are going through this whole struggle with making this decision, but someone might just say something small and seemingly irrelevant, but for you this will be a sign to make this decision finally. And the more I feel and tap into this reading, the better I feel. Like there's so much excitement and joy here. Like I feel you will make the right decision. Okay, I'm gonna pull some health and lifestyle cards for you. And I recently added some new ones. So number one is therapy. Maybe you fear quitting therapy. I know therapy, if you really meet the wrong person as a therapist, like it can become hell. That's why I drew this card this way. Like it's hell in your head. Not because of your trauma, but because of the wrong therapist making the trauma much worse. Like, oh my God, I hate psychology so much. I think for spiritual people, it can turn out really wrong. No, I don't want to, maybe for some people therapy works and it's a good and necessary thing. And it was just a joke actually saying like, oh, this decision is about quitting therapy. But I don't know, this card is coming up here. And we have therapy and fire here. There's a lot of fire. Maybe you even, or maybe it's the case that you are making the decision of filing for a divorce. And that's what's causing all this dilemma here. Maybe there's a person in your life that is driving you so nuts that you have to go to therapy, and maybe it's just easier to not be around this person anymore than being around this person constantly and having to go to therapy because of this person. I don't know. Paperwork. Okay. So there could be something formal attached to this decision that you fear. A lot of paperwork. Fever. Fever and fire. I'm sorry. I hope you will make the right decision and find relief, because it looks stressful, but somehow, as I said, I just get really excited in a positive way by your reading. Hands. Learn. Art. Ears. Movie. Socialize. Gaming. Cardio. Teddy. And the last one, apple. Okay, so some animals for you. Maybe some of these animals have a meaning. Some kind of significance for you personally. Number one, the horse. Raccoon. Shark. One more. Snail. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.